double coverage.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the great man Sauce. How you going?
I'm well, mate. I'm well. Yes, global in the chat. Always bang. First one in. Early one today.
Falvis is Ian's claiming the first.
He's first on Facebook. He's
first on Facebook. That's
Facebook, it. Global first on YouTube. So we'll give him that in retrospect. Dom, I'm well. We've got a big show on our hands. A lot to cover. A bit going on. The NBA trade rumors and whatnot. What's happening around the league is getting juicy, to say the least. And of course, Premier League just around the corner, Doma. I was getting excited thinking about it. My fingertips started to tingle when I started to think about it. I've seen a bit of preseason Gabriel Jesus firing along. So I'm excited for the Gunners. Ronaldo back at training.
No, there actually is not going to be any EPL on tonight's show. I'm being serious. We'll preview it next week because nothing's happening.
There's nothing happening. I just want to mention those. I just did want to mention those.
I'm not getting excited. I'm not getting excited, Sauce. I'm not getting excited because you're going to get me
driving. He was driving his Bentley. Was he driving a Bentley?
Yeah. Bentley Bentayga. Yeah.
Boss. What a boss.
He is a boss. It's Ronaldo, but, I can't get too ahead of myself, mate. I really can't. So, I don't know. We're back for it again. Next week's the second birthday. I thought it was this week, but it's actually next week's episode. We celebrated on the 30th. 30th of July is the birthday, so stay tuned for that one. But NBA F1, which was a very big race. I don't know. Saucy will talk about it. He wasn't too happy with one guy and one team. They potentially could have got Le Mans of the week. You could even say he could get it. I don't know. But you've got something else in mind. AFL, UFC, Le Mans of the week, Hobby Talk. Obviously, National starts this week. Global says Bloody Bombers. Yeah, don't worry about it. Saucy's got a nice one for them. A nice serving for him this week. But you know where we're going to start, Sauce? NBA. It's back on the cards this week after a break. And we're starting somewhere when news broke this morning. And I wanted to get into it. I did. I think you know where I'm going with this. But I'm taking a different take. And I think you're going to be quite surprised. But old Lizzie, my mate, you know how much her and I we share a lot in common on this show.
Was not expecting this, but this. Yep, I'm liking it already.
I've given her a Le Mans before on this show. Yeah, I've been hard on her.
Very highly rated on this show in terms of Le Mans worthiness.
I've gone in on Liz so many times, and I've told the story on this show since 2015. Before that, but 2015 when I met someone that actually knew her quite well, went to school with her, and I said she's a head case. She'll never get anywhere, and she won't achieve greatness in terms of like what her potential can truly give to her. And he said, "Oh, you don't know how it works." And I said, "No, I do know how it works. It's one of those players that unfortunately has the talent." And one of my pet peeves is obviously you got the ability to be one of the best, if not the best, to play in your sport, and you piss away your talent. So details have come out. She's had a contractual divorce with the Los Angeles Sparks. Source. I'm going to read some of this. So she has beefed with other Sparks players about not getting enough post touches and repeatedly called out teammates during film sessions. They angrily responded by saying she wasn't putting herself in position to receive the ball. It wasn't getting back on defense. Cambridge also ruffled feathers when she tried to wear jersey numbers that were either retired or already taken by teammates. It's actually pretty funny. I laugh when I read that. Just imagine Zach LaVine walking into the United Center and going, "Give me that 23. I'm wearing Jordan's jersey. Just give me it." He just rips it down and goes, "I'm wearing this tonight," and walks out on the court. Like, it's actually pretty funny. There was clearly a lot of discomfort within the team due to Cambridge's racially abusing Nigerian players before the Olympics. And that's what she got the Le Mans for last time on the show.
Yep.
We said there was no coming back from that. Like, it's hurt her character. She obviously hasn't come out and apologized. All she did was pass the buck on that and said, no, the rumors aren't true. The rumors aren't true. The reason that's become a problem is because the Sparks have 2 players of Nigerian descent on their team. So she's obviously lost all relationship ties with them. And they say that she's burned her last bridge in the WNBA, and some expect Cambage to focus on her careers in modeling and DJing. All right. So that's what they're saying. Now,
Dom, this could have potentially look. She's already had a lemon. This could potentially have been a double lemon. The first
double
person to
sour.
ever get
Double sour.
this a double lemon.
No. I think someone's had it before. I think the Lakers and LeBron have got the Le Mans twice.
Maybe Goldie's had a double.
Goldie's a Le Mans every week
because he's yearly.
We love Goldie. But I think I might surprise you with what I'm going to say, Source. And I'm not saying that what she's done is right. It's completely wrong, and it stands against everything that I stand for. But this sounds absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm just some random bloke, Source, from Melbourne, Australia, right, that runs a podcast with his good mate, that talks sports and can give criticism where people can turn around and be like, yeah, who gives a fuck if this guy's criticizing so-and-so? But I'm genuinely going to come out, Source, and say, I actually want to help her. I genuinely want to help her. Because I think this stemmed, I think this is a case of, I don't know what her upbringing's been like, and I'm not going to say, that's a reason for her to act the way she's acted, but I just think her circle, the people around her, are pathetic. Completely pathetic. I reckon her manager's a joke. How is no one in her circle, pulling her into line? Has she got a publicist? She got a publicist? If that was me, I would have said, you better go show some empathy because you made a mistake and go apologize and say, yes, you did make that and try and rehabilitate your image in the spotlight because you've just passed the buck and now you're labeled a racist. I don't care that you're of dark complexion. It's got nothing. You can still be a racist. And that's what she's labeled as because she never came and apologized for what she did. Source.
It's true. Yeah, this is not. You're not wrong, Thomas.
She just said, "Oh, they lied. They all lied." And that's because she's
evidence.
Probably standing her ground, but she hasn't got people around her probably doing. I'm going to cut this. I'm tagging her, mate. She can probably look at me and go, "This guy's got no fucking idea," and that's fine because she's got millions of dollars and she's living the high life. You know what I mean? Even if she wants to keep acting this way, she'll have no respect by anybody in basketball circles. Any circle in life, I'm talking to Lizzie now. You'll have no respect in any circle. Anyone that you think respects you has zero respect for you. Because deep down inside they go, oh, she's got money, but you know what? I'll abuse the relationship I have with her because in the end of the day, she's a racist. She's this, she's that. But if I put on the face that, I'm her mate, I can get whatever I want out of this relationship. You'll have none of that. It's all gone. It's pretty much down the gurgler. Oh, I've spoken about a lot of these things with Saucy about certain people and psychology, and Saucy's always said I've been a really good judge of character over time. So, Lizzie, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but this is the nobody that's trying to extend an olive branch. I don't want to come out and give you shit again on a podcast because I've been proven right since 2015 and before that. I haven't been wrong on you yet. I haven't been wrong once. Not once. At all. So the fact that I haven't been wrong, maybe what I'm saying could be right. And maybe you probably don't want me. You probably need to go see a sports psychologist or somebody else to help you out. But instead of the media just bagging the shit out of you, I'm trying to find a solution to help you. So that honestly, I can't believe I've come out with that take.
Look, she is immensely talented and she could potentially, dominate the WNBA and has at times. But just fortunately, we're going to be one of those players, Dom. I just don't think it's ever going to piece it together, and this might be the last straw, potentially. And she could be out of here. So does she get another contract? I don't know. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Hopefully, she can piece it together.
I don't know.
She's definitely not playing for the Opals, Australian Opals, ever again. That's pretty much done.
But but this is what I'm saying. So she could one day. She could. It's professional sports, Source. It's professional sports.
That's
as controversial as this is. As controversial as this sounds, Source. There's freaking guys out there that do things to women, like professional athletes that do things to women. It's put in the news. They do illicit things, activities. They get caught and they get a second chance. They've said they've done and said they've made racial comments before, like male athletes. All right, and they've gotten a pass and they've got a second chance. All right, Michael Vick, for example, I'll use him as an example. You know, what he did with animal brutality. Went to jail for it. Got a second chance. Got paid. I'm just saying, it's never the end, Source. It's never the end. It's what you make of. It's what you make of your time.
Hopefully she can piece it together, Donna. But look, you know what? You know the old saying, I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, well, if she doesn't come to double coverage for help, well, she's pretty much screwed. Because this time, Source, they're saying time heals all wounds. Doesn't do anything, mate, when you don't get on the front foot, Lizzie. So anyway, I'm here to help. I'm here to help anyone. Anyway, moving on. There's a freaking, what was that, 9-minute
rant. Let's have a chat.
Liz Cambage. Let's have a chat.
Liz Cambage.
So
look, I'm going to put it on the record. I have seen a Liz Cambage dancing, let's just say, at a festival. It was good dancing, Liz. I like the way you shake it. So keep doing that. Keep being you, and hopefully the DJ scene works out for you.
Well,
that's what they said in the article. Other interests, DJ and modeling.
Fair enough. Let's move on. Kyrie staying. Apparently, Kyrie is going to stay. These are the report source. He's staying in Brooklyn. Like, surely not.
You think he's staying? If KD's going, you think he's staying? No chance. He'll try force his way out there.
There's a theory behind it, Source. I think he's just waiting to see what happens with Kevin Durant. But would you not play with Jaylen Brown and Derek White if they get traded to the Brooklyn Nets? So the reports are, obviously, the elephant in the room is Kevin Durant. Yeah. Boston's come to the trade table. They said they're willing to offer Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a pick for him. That's it. 34-year-old Kevin Durant. Brooklyn said no. They want fucking Brooklyn, man. They want Jaylen Brown, who's an all-star. They want Derek White. They want Marcus Smart, and two picks and a potential another role player. That's what they want for Kevin Durant. Source. So your thoughts on the whole debacle from Boston, from Brooklyn?
They're over asking. Some of this stems from some of what's gone down before and how much people are asking and how much they've got. For guys like Gobert, but you're getting Jaylen Brown. He's 24. He's up and coming. He's all-star, and you're getting Derek White, who's okay. I think it could be like those, and they are going to offer one first-round pick and maybe a second round. You could try get in there, but I think that's a pretty good trade. You're getting a guy who's much younger and has a lot more of a career to go, and you still got time to try piece guys around. But it's just because they've given up stuff to get other players. Now they've left themselves thin, Brooklyn. So they're trying to get more because they had to give up, to get other guys. I don't know.
I get
I
that,
think it's a good trade. I think they should take the trade. KD clearly doesn't want to be there. You probably got better chance to win if you go into Boston. Probably you do.
You'd be able to flog off Kyrie Irving as well to get some picks and players. Like, it's not all bad. Your core is Jaylen Brown and Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving, technically. But then Kyrie Irving gets sent away, for a potential. You could get a potential gun for him. And it could be Jaylen Brown and another young guy that is borderline all-star. And, try and build something different. Like, I know you got Nick Claxton there, but that's a young piece source as a center. Try and find something.
I don't know. I just feel like Brooklyn having that much, they've just built, so much of a hole for themselves that they're trying to dig themselves out of this now.
Yeah,
I still think it's so crazy, like what's going on though. This, how they sort of stranglehold the organization, but it is what it is.
It is. You know why it is, Source? Because everything in their contract is guaranteed money. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
If the NBA said, "Oh, it's a 5-year deal," like in the NFL, like you sign a 10-year deal of a 5-year deal for $200 million, as a quarterback, but they might say, "Oh, it's front loaded of 110 million's only 110 mils guarantee. So if you leave 90 million on the table."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
true.
All their money is guaranteed, and if
It's
they
true.
don't want to do anything, like Westbrook over in the Lakers, he doesn't want to make any changes. I don't know if you've seen the reports about that. Apparently, he got singled out in films, in the film room and stuff, saying, "Oh, you got to play more defense." Apparently, he's broken ties with his manager of 15 years because he was told by the franchise that he has to play defense this season, and his manager agreed with the club, and apparently that's why he cracked the shits. But you know what I mean? Like, so Westbrook, they can't find any suitors anywhere. You know what I mean? He's got this $200 million contract, whatever the hell it is, $45 million. It's something ridiculous. His money's just ridiculous for this season. $43 million for this season. You know what I mean? So if the Lakers can't find anything, you know what they do, Source? They buy him
double
out.
the amount of his 3-point percentage.
But you know what they do? They buy out his contract, so he gets paid the money. You know what I mean? If the franchise were actually smart and they didn't give the players all the power and said, "You know what? If you get to the point where you need to be bought out, like you're only guaranteed X amount of your contract." Do you reckon they'd be leaving $110 million on the table of a contract? I don't think they would. They'd play. They'd shut up and they would actually play. They would play. They wouldn't put franchises and fan bases through so much heartache.
Yeah,
every cent's guaranteed, bro.
Yeah.
Like Ben Simmons sat out, whatever, got $9 million docked off his pay. He's like, "Oh, okay, $9 million off $231 million contract. Oh, whoop de fucking do." Like, I'm still guaranteed $221 million. Look at John Wall, hasn't played for 2 seasons, and it's guaranteed money. He got bought out by the Houston Rockets, guaranteed money, bought out, and then got picked up and given a new contract for much less, but he still walks away with 200 plus million. Like, it's freaking ridiculous.
It's crazy. I know, mate. I know.
Why the fuck are we the ones that are working this shit out? And the owners who are billionaires seem to be dumb as shit. Like, "Oh, we hate how this keeps happening to our franchises." No shit.
Wake up. Mate, I really think something needs to be done about it. I don't like it. I really dislike this situation.
That's bad. You can hold anyone. It's like holding your workplace. You walk into your workplace tomorrow and hold them to ransom. You know what I mean? It's like, It's ridiculous. That's practically what it is. They're holding a whole entire organization to ransom. Because what happens if KD doesn't play and Kyrie doesn't play? No one wants to go to games. So there's less money coming in for ticket revenues, less jerseys being sold, less promotions that they can put out there to make money back because they can't use KD and Kyrie in marketing to sell products for the franchise. Like, there's so much at play. Like, they're so dumb. They're actually dumb as franchises because it's like, oh, yeah, we'll give them a 5-year, $250 million guaranteed contract. The guy's on $43 million a year, super max, but every cent's guaranteed. It's just dumb. Like, they do it to themselves. They actually do it to themselves. It's silly, man.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to get to a point where it's like 3-year contracts or 3 years, or 2-year player option is going to be like the new thing where these franchises don't want to lock in these guys like this because they never know what's going to happen. Like,
yeah, I know that source, but you said like the NBA already set dangerous precedents by giving these contracts. You know what it's like when you start giving money like this to players. And franchises start doing this type of stuff. You know how hard it is to go 2 steps backwards, to go 3 steps forward?
True. Fair point.
No one wants to go back to freaking 5-year, $20 million contracts because they know there's more money in the sport now because of television rights and merchandise and this and that. Like, they know. The players aren't dumb. They've literally fleeced the league and fleeced their franchises. It's unbelievable. And they've allowed it because they're like, oh, yeah, you know what? This will never happen to us. And now they're dictating season length because they don't want to play 82 games of the season, So the NBA is losing money, but they're not losing money because they got a guaranteed contract. Like, they're so dumb. Oh, but, let's reduce the season to potentially 72 games or 68 games, What? So you're catering to the guys that are ruining your league. But, by pandering to them and giving them what they want, you just give them more power. So when it comes to the next agreement, when you go to debate, they'll be like, no, we want this, we want that. Like, and they won't agree to any terms. And now, like, they got so far to a point source when they go to agree terms, when the Players Association say, no, we're not doing it, what happens? You get a lockout.
I'm telling you there's going to be a lockout. I've been saying it for how long, Doma? There is 100% going to be a lockout.
And then the franchises and fan bases suffer again when the players have guaranteed contracts and they get paid during a lockout. Like, people just don't get it. Like, I don't get it.
The league's got to get some leverage.
It's busted, man. It's actually busted.
It is pretty busted. But
the last
is KD going to the Celtics?
I reckon it's done by the end of the week. I messaged just saying that last night. Potentially next week he'll be there. It has to be. Like, it's the best offer they've had. Are you kidding me?
It is the best offer they've had. It is. Hands down.
Do you want to talk about Boston actually winning the title if they get Kevin Durant? Because I think they do. He's always healthy for the playoffs and the final source. He might get injured during the season, but he's always there when the going gets tough. Tatum takes the second best defender source.
Yeah, it would look nice for Boston. I'm not going to lie. And if you're a Boston fan and you don't want this trade, I think you're nuts. I think you're like, if KD can come there and give you 2 seasons, that's, you potentially could win 2 titles, maybe one.
But they're like, I've spoken to Boston fans.
Well, not titles. Like, I shouldn't say that, but it puts you straight into title contention, I should say.
Yeah, I know that. It's
away.
Nothing's guaranteed in the NBA source, but saying like, oh, but if we don't win, he's going to leave. Well, you have the opportunity to win. Like, even if he wins 1 title and he leaves after 3 years, source, after a contract, well, you're going to be pissed off at that. You know how hard it is to win NBA championships?
Yeah. It's very
You could win one every 10 to 20, 25 years. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is to win a title. And Boston need Kevin Durant more than they actually think. Because you don't beat Bucks if they got Middleton, and you struggled to beat Miami, who would have got swept by the Warriors. Like, you struggled to beat Miami. And you talk about Tatum being the next greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, he only dominated because Middleton didn't play against the Bucks. He did nothing against the Heat, and he did nothing against the Warriors, and he had over 100 turnovers in the playoffs. And you're telling me this guy dominated the playoffs? What are you talking about?
I don't
What are
know
you
what
watching?
playoffs you were watching.
What? Because he shot 40 in games against the Bucks? Oh, man, I don't get it, man. It's like they're watching something completely different to us. It's anyway.
Look, it
It's
was good at
crazy.
times, but there was a lot that was
Yeah.
not good enough and not consistent enough over
Still
a
got a lot
7-game
to.
series.
Yeah, he's got a lot still
He's
to
got a lot to
improve
improve
on.
on, but
But I'm telling
I'm
you,
not saying he's not a bust at any
no
stretch of the imagination.
course,
But
he's
he's got to get better if they if he wants to bring a title to Boston.
He'd flourish if they got Kevin Durant though.
I'm taking that second defender and playing that.
He'd be
You know what
cooking
I
him.
mean?
Just saying. Just the last one as well. I'm in a nice mood tonight, so I'm in a really nice mood. The last one, I just want to say a big kudos. All right. I've got a lot more respect for the greatest left-handed shooter of all time, James Harden, because he took a pay cut source to keep the band together. So they didn't have to get rid of guys like Tobias Harris, and Maxi's obviously coming up to a big contract, and Embiid's on a big contract. They've kept the pieces together. They've added PJ Tucker, who's actually mates with James Harden. You know,
Good addition.
He did the right thing. He took less. He knows that his game has not deteriorated, but it's gone. It's starting to go towards the downhill side, towards the back end of his career now. He's old. He's 33 or 34, James Harden. So he's getting on in age, but it's awesome. Kudos. I never thought I'd be saying it to the greatest left-handed shooter and defender of all time. He's worked wonders. Enough
32?
of me talking.
32?
He's 32. He's 33 next season. Let's get to the chat quickly. Eads, what's happening? Global says, when's the double coverage catch-up day? We should probably organize something. It's probably going to be the hobby hangout, but then after that, we should probably do something.
Yeah. Let's try tee something up potentially, but
just make sure you're there next time, Global.
Just make sure you actually wait around and stick around, Global. That would be nice, you know.
All right,
that was just quick.
Yeah, no, we never forget. I can't believe I gave props to the. I'm actually looking after Liz Cambage. That's my mission source. Like, fucking hell, what is happening? Let's move on to the French Grand.
Credit to Harden. Yep, fair point.
Credit to Harden. Let's get to.
They'll be dangerous if they can stay fit.
100% they will. 100%. Let's get to the Grand Prix over the weekend, and that was the French Grand Prix.
Oh wow. What did we witness, Dom, in the French GP? It was guns are blazing. Guns are blazing for Ferrari in qualies, obviously. The quali kings. And gets to race day. Doesn't it's not ever so straightforward when they're starting on pole.
The funniest thing, Source, is Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen have the exact same amount of pole positions in their career. The exact same. And Verstappen's won, I think, 5 times the amount more Grand Prix than what Leclerc has.
Think about that,
crazy, man.
Think about that,
it's actually insane. It's insane.
Think about that. Like, it just goes to show how incompetent of a team Ferrari is. And I will say that because what I witnessed from them, some of the most bizarre, let alone obviously the shambles with Leclerc. I don't know whether that was his fault, his fault himself or the car's fault. I'm not exactly sure. But that there. But then what we seen, it was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. They're absolutely incompetent.
If you haven't seen it, it was pretty much just cruising. the Ferrari had so much pace, man, that the tire degradation was really hurting Red Bull. And he just came around the corner too quickly. And he flew off and didn't finish the race, hit the wall. He tried to blame the throttle, but then later on he came out and he actually said it was a driving mistake. And he's come out since then and said if we keep having more days like that, like I'm losing points that if I just lose the championship, I'll know why to that extent. It's horrifying. Where his teammate was gone beast mode. Like Carlos Sainz started last, finished 5th in this one. 4th, 5th. I'm trying to get the thing up. It just doesn't. It's not working. But Source, it
was signs that they were telling him to pit right when he was overtaken. Right?
Oh, it's just a disgrace.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Was some of the craziest stuff I've seen. You know,
it's true. Global hasn't got the hard edge like Max or Sainz. Yeah, potentially could have, but it has literally tipped the championship on its head. Max Verstappen is now 63 points ahead of second, who is Charles Leclerc on 170. Perez is 7 points behind him. Sainz up into 4th, and then Russell and Hamilton on 143 and 127. Man, I'll tell you what, the Mercedes are starting to drive really, really well. Like the cars are starting to come along really nicely. And I did say a couple of weeks ago, the second half of this season, after the break, we could see a few issues for Ferrari and Red Bull being presented from Mercedes. I'm just putting it out there again. I don't want anyone to get surprised when you heard it here first.
Look, they did say they struggled for pace, but they were pretty happy.
They were okay, man.
They were pretty happy with the results.
They were pretty good.
So
they got one race left, which is the Hungarian Grand Prix, which is this weekend. Source. After that, we have the break. 4 weeks, no racing, working on cars, fixing issues. It's 4 weeks extra up the sleeve of Mercedes to get the car better and try and catch up to the other teams. Nothing is impossible. I'm not saying they're going to win the title, but they potentially could snatch that second spot in the constructors if it gets real competitive. There's a potential for it. So just watch it very, very carefully. Anything else to report on that? Danny Rick finished 9th. We'll take it. We'll take it for him. So McLaren's shit. They're terrible. So there we go, Source. Let's move on. AFL.
Good driving. It was a good race. There was some good overtaking. So
it was good. It was really, really good. Yeah. And to everyone that joined, thanks for stopping by. I'm just going to run through the matches very quickly, Source, all right? Because we've got a few things to discuss tonight in the AFL. There wasn't anything too surprising. Well, there was, but you can talk about that when we get to a certain special topic on this show. Global says McLaren have made some aero kit changes. Yes, they have. It was their wing. They did something to their wing. Let's get to round 19, AFL, Friday night. Richmond, Fremantle, draw. Loss for Richmond, in my opinion.
A horrendous game. One of the worst games I've ever watched.
Really? Was it that bad? I didn't catch it. I was watching Top Gun, mate.
It was so terrible. It was just terrible. Good movie. Good film.
Freaking elite. The new one. I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah. It's a good film.
It's mid. One of the best films I've seen in a long time. So if you haven't caught that yet, go watch it. But yeah, Richmond, balls up 3 weeks in a row. Couldn't happen to a better club if you ask me. So it's pretty much it.
Might not make the 8. Loggies are piecing together a few wins.
They're playing premiership footy, I keep getting told. The Tigers, but they keep losing. So go figure that one. So you lost to North Melbourne last week, mate. Like I said it on the show. Like, stop making excuses. North got smacked against the Hawks, 121-75.
There was no chance you were winning.
There was no chance. I was going on Shinbone Spirit last week, so I was trying to rev them up, And then Swans defeated the Crows 118-85. Port Adelaide and the Cats, ripping
Cracking
game
this
one.
game. Yeah.
106-94 win for the Cats. Lions defeated the Suns in the Q Clash 110-93. The Doggies beat the D's by 10. Jamara Ugle had 5 goals. Everyone's on him now, Source. Everyone's loving him. They're calling him a bust at the start of the season.
Thank you. People were going off saying, oh, he's not even that good. Number 1 pick. Oh, mate, give the kid some time. Let him mature a little bit. You've seen some brilliance. I said, you pick up the ball. He's got class. I like the way he has a set shot for goal. Left footer, doesn't go on the arc. Very straight run up, a la Matthew Lloyd. Very straight, very relaxed on the kick. Right? Good hands. Very good hands. Has the sidestep. Has that bit of skill, bit of jerk. Herky-jerky. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, he's got something there. He's just got to tap into that potential. Time. He's got to tap into that potential.
Tyson. Looking forward to seeing King Golden at the National. Want me to pass on a hello from you, Domo? Yeah. Say hi to him for me.
Say hello.
Yeah. Make sure you show good bedside manner, Tyson, when you're there, or else you won't get to it. You won't be too pleased with you. Yeah. Don't worry, all the Aussies that are going there are loved. Lane's loved, you're loved, Jay's loved. Who else is going there? Aussie that we know. Cherry's loved. If we went there, I'm telling you, we said it. It'd be like JFK. It would be like JFK. I'm not joking. You'd have all these Le Mans lining up. You have old Kenny Boy lined up, PWCC, Beckett especially, PSA. Just imagine PSA. We walk over.
Yeah, they've all been given Le Mans.
There'd be literally wanted posters up in their stands. If you see these 2 idiots, get rid of them. But anyway, I think
all in fair and fun of the hobby.
It is fun.
Definitely given Le Mans for doing Le Mans things, and all have
collectible. Oh my God, all these people hate us. But you know what? You do the wrong thing, you get a Le Mans. If we do the wrong thing, we've always said it, Source. We put it out there. If we do the wrong thing, we're more than happy to cop an award. It's just too bad you guys don't have an award.
But you've copped one, mate. You've been given one by Manny himself.
Fucking Manny, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, fucking Manny with his mate Rick. Well, they're giving me Le Mans now. Jeremy's good. He wasn't a part of that. I shouldn't rope him into.
Yeah, don't rope him in.
I'm not roping him into Manny's bullshit. Manny. It's always Manny's bullshit. Trying to get me in trouble. Trying to make me look like the fool. I love it. Anyway, let's get back to the footy. Carlton, GWS, Blues got the job done, 90-54. The Pies, goal after the siren, Jamie Elliott wins this one over the Dons. Don't talk about it. You will talk about it in a second. Eagles defeated the Saints. Saints defeated the Eagles 90-62. There is a few things we need to discuss. I'll quickly run through these ones. Quick tip, Source. Dockers, Melbourne, Optus this week.
Melbourne.
I'm going Freo. I reckon Melbourne's finished. Collingwood, Port Adelaide at the G.
Pies.
I'm going the Pies.
Tipping them again. What's that? 10 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 10 or 11 weeks in a row. Sydney versus Giants.
I'm going to go Sydney.
So am I. Saints, Hawks, Marvel.
I'm going to go Saints.
I'm going Hawks. Cats, Dogs, GMHBA.
Cats.
So am I. Adelaide, Carlton at Adelaide Oval.
Carlton.
Gold Coast versus West Coast Metricon.
I'm going to go Gold Coast.
Yep. So am I. Richmond, Brisbane, MCG.
I'm going to go Brisbane.
I am going Brisbane as well. Source. I've lost all belief. And then the big clash, Sunday, 4:40.
I'm heading down, Doma.
Yeah?
I'm heading down.
I like it. I like it. Dons and the Roos. Marvel. Who you taking?
I'm taking the Dons, of course. Although
We're
this is the one game that you
$7,
might
mate.
get up.
No. We've got all COVID. We've lost like 4 guys to COVID. We haven't even got a coach. We've got a caretaker coach for the caretaker coach, mate, this week.
For the caretaker.
Yeah. I'm tipping the Bombers, mate. Are you kidding me? Well, technically, do we play this game as if we've lost another coach? So, as like, what's the the odds?
Maybe.
And they come out and they win for the new coach. You never know. Wouldn't surprise me.
Global. There's no bet when he's tipped Essendon. There can't be a bet because he doesn't even believe in his own team.
Well, it's not that I don't believe in him. It's just they got injured. COVID health and safety protocols, whatever the fuck that is these days.
User in strife.
Yeah. So I'm going the Bombrays. Hanging on to a top 100 finish, Global and Supercoach. That's fantastic.
Good stuff.
Global also gives a word of warning to Tyson just to be careful. Yep. We're all looking after Tyson, looking out for him. Tyson's got some big things coming up as well, so stay tuned to his channel. I'll mention that in Hobby Talk. Source, there's a couple of things I do want to discuss AFL. First one, the great Ricky Ponting. He's jumped on board the recruiting train to get Clarko.
Down to North.
Yes.
Is he a North supporter, is he?
Mate, I think he's number 1 ticket holder for North.
All right. Let's see. Can he make
Do you want to talk about... can I just talk about Clarko very quickly? And there's 2 parts to this. I know I'm doing a lot of talking tonight. I didn't really want to, but I'm just so excited about some of the shit we've got to discuss. We get Clarko. I look at it like we got a war chest of money. No one ever wants to come play for North Melbourne. But players will come play for what the club stands for with Clarkson. They want to come play for Clarkson. It wouldn't surprise me if we get him, that a few of these marquee free agents that are meant to be going to other clubs start second guessing where their future is going to be after 2022. They might say, I'd rather go play for Clarko. You know, his game style, it's a young list at North. It's not an aging list. So there's potential for that. He puts bums on seats. We've already got 46,500 members, Source. As much as people can't believe when I say that to them that we got 46,500 members. I know we get 10,000 a week at the games. Besides the point, we've got 46,500 members. You might say they're all in Tassie. That's fine.
Every team comes out of the woodworks when they start winning, mate. Even Richmond was the same.
That's fine. That's fine, Source. The second part to the Clarko, just say we get Clarko, and I know everyone goes, get rid of North, send them to Tassie, send them to this, send them to that.
That won't fix anything.
No. It's actually a disadvantage to the other 17 clubs in the AFL. If we move to Tassie and we get Alistair Clarkson, I don't know why everyone wants us to move for. You have to be stupid for North Melbourne to go to. So you want us to get the top 5 picks in the draft for a couple seasons because it's a new club. You know, it's not just a pick up and move and there's no compensation. We get compensation picks. We get a whole academy to ourselves in Tasmania. We get cash injection from the AFL. We get a new stadium. We make more money. We'll even get a marquee bonus for our cap because they're going to want marquee players to come play for North Melbourne to promote the team in Tasmania because the AFL don't want it to fail if they send the team there. This is what people don't understand. We're going to be signing marquee players left, right, and center, like $1 million plus players, and guys are going, what do you mean they get the Tasmanian Kangaroos are getting this guy and that guy? What's to say Buddy's out of contract, we move to Tassie and we give Buddy a 3-year deal? Buddy's still good. It's not like he's finished. What happens if we get Taranto and Hopper? They're on the way out and they're in our midfield when they move to Tassie. Like, people don't actually understand. It's actually if you want your relevance as a football club in the AFL, you want North to stay in Victoria so you can beat up on them till they get good again. You don't want them going to Tassie because they become good much quicker than what you think. I don't think anyone's thought it out properly. You actually haven't thought it out as supporters of your football club. And don't say you feel sorry for North. We've got so much money. We've got so much money. We've got a good supporter base, Source. It's just no one wants to come play for the club. We've got the money, though, to pay them.
Interesting. It's interesting. Obviously, if they do that, do they just move the club over there because they think it will then generate more revenue? Is that the reason to move the club, or they're going to introduce like more teams along with it?
I don't think they introduce more teams. Like, I think if North goes to Tassie, then it's a 9-9 split. There's 9 interstate, 9 Victorian clubs. That's it. You shouldn't have to add any more teams. At the moment, it's a 10-8 split.
Yeah.
It becomes a 9-9 split. That's it. You got a team in every state except for Northern Territory, but it's not viable to have a team there. The infrastructure is not, it cannot support the infrastructure in Northern Territory. No disrespect to anyone that lives in Darwin or in NT, but the infrastructure there, the amount of people that live in the Northern Territory, the economy that is up there cannot sustain a football club, an AFL football club. It's just going to be, money's going to be generated from the AFL pumping it in there. It's going to be a losing franchise for the AFL. It can't happen. There's actual economy and people that live in Tasmania that will go to the football and generate economic value for that franchise moving there. Tyson says 18 teams already too many.
Rather than it losing.
Kind of new teams. The talent isn't good enough to add an additional 1 to 2 teams. I agree. You can't add an extra one. It puts a buy in the thing anyway. AFLW went backwards in quality when expanded teams also. I understand that. I'll be careful. Thanks, Global. I give Ken a Hasbulla card. I'll give Ken a Hasbulla card. Well, fuck, Ken's not messing with you if he knows that you've got Khabib and Hasbulla on your side, Tyson. He's not messing with you. Okay. At least I know if I go to the National and you're with me because you've got Khabib, Sauce and I will be just walking in. We'll walk in like Conor McGregor, mate. Mess with us. See what happens.
It's the Vince McMahon, mate. It's the Vince McMahon. It's not the Conor McGregor. Vince McMahon did it first, all right?
It is.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. Fair point. So
that's shout out to Vince because he retired. He's announced his retirement. He's stepping aside from the WWE, officially. So I don't know if you caught that throughout the week or in the past, week or two. So yeah, shout out to Vince. A little honorable mention to him.
Definitely.
Does that round up AFL?
No, there's one last thing.
One more. All
right. Lamont was given on this show about a month ago to the AFL and the umpiring. All right? The adjudication of rules. And it came about because we discussed Cody Waitman because he made some comments and they targeted him the week after and he got jack shit.
Yeah.
You cannot be biased and change the interpretation of the rule to punish the player that is getting significant advantage over it. The tackle on Jack Ginnivan from Redmond on the weekend is a blatant...
Great tackle.
Is a blatant Sauce. It's a blatant it's a blatant disgrace to the AFL and the umpiring cohort and body. It is. You can't go, okay, it's fine if you duck your head, Sauce, and you initiate the duck and it comes higher, we can't pay the free kick. Lo and behold, Sauce, that's actually the rule that the AFL put in before the season started. And I think it was in place last year as well. If you initiate the ducking, like it's holding the ball. It's actually not a free kick. It's the umpires, as we said, they're the ones paying the free kick. The other way around. I think a lot of this stemmed from when Toby McLean did it in 2016 when the Dogs won the flag. He was literally just ducking the whole time and getting high free kicks. And besides the point, you you can't do that. Like Jack Ginnivan got his head ripped off, Sauce.
Yeah.
Literally ripped off, mate.
For the record, I was just stirring up Doma there with a bit of tongue in cheek and saying it was a great tackle. It was a horrendous tackle. It was a free kick, 100% of the time. There are, at times you sort of see the ones that shouldn't get paid, but the umpires sometimes get conned into it. I think there was a better effort this weekend of adjudicating some of these, but there's always you're gonna get these howlers every week. It's sport, Dom. I don't think it's ever going to be perfect.
That's
It's
not a
just
fucking howler. I don't care.
and
That is not a howler. That is a blatant freaking joke. That one. That is
you can't get
on
worse
the
than a howler.
on the
That's
no, it does. It does. It does get worse than a howler, Sauce. Like there's bad ones, but then
that's a blatant miss. And look, he gave him the afters. He gave him the afters as well. So he should have at least got something for that.
That was on the WWE note. That was genuinely JBL clothesline from hell type stuff.
It was good. Look, I'll tell you what. In the 80s and the 90s, that is play on.
Yeah, but in the 80s and the 90s, it was borderline assault, Sauce. Like, they had enforcers that went around and just bolted the shit out of people week in, week out. Mate, just imagine some of those guys that be on 12-week bans. They play not even half a season. Like,
what a crazy time in AFL football. If you haven't seen some of the highlights or the snipering, you got to YouTube it. It's crazy shit.
It's insane. How far the game has come is insane.
It is much, much better for it. I think there's still a lot that can be done with this, Dom, and I don't think we've seen the end of it. I think there's going to be tweaks to this going into next season.
100%.
Like they're going to leave it the way they've got it now, but they're going to do something. They're going to do something. And you're right. They did bring that rule in. Whereas if you initiate the duck, I think where it's got more complicated on this one is how they lean into them and get that arm position and then lift their arm up and then force that arm to come up into their neck. I still think there needs to be something done. So I do like a little bit in how they're adjudicating that if you come initiate the contact and you come into the tackle and you have your hands free to handball the ball, and you don't release it and you just hold it in, they play holding the ball. I like how they've started to adjudicate that. That gets the game flowing a bit more. So I think there's always going to be improvements. It happens in every game, and let's hope they can. I don't know. I always hope for the best, but it always turns out worse. I'm not going to lie. Don't like the stand rule. I think it still needs to, in my opinion, needs to go. Don't like it. Not happy.
Easy. All right. UFC, Sauce. It's over to you still, mate.
UFC, we had fight night, Blades versus Aspinall. I will bring up my screen, share the card, and we can run through it together. The main card, you had Volkan Ozdemir defeating Paul Craig, third round decision. Molly McCann, first round KO over Hannah Goldie. She was pumped for that in her home country. Light heavyweight Nikita Krylov, first round KO over Alexander Gustafsson. Surprising result. I'm not going to lie, but Daniel Cormier did come out and say that it could be time for Gustafsson to maybe hang him up or look, which is probably, it's not within him to say, but he just sort of said, I've fought you before. You used to eat those shots for breakfast, and now you're getting knocked out by those sorts of punches, which maybe just goes to show over time and time. If you've had a lot of hits to the chin, hits to the head, your chin does become weaker and weaker, and you're not as able to withstand as much damage. Lightweight, my boy Paddy Bimlett, been on him for a long time before he, from the first fight in the UFC. I said, watch this guy. I looked at his history in Bellator, and coming up through there. Second round submission, did his teabag on Jordan Leavitt at the end there as well, like it was Modern Warfare 2. And obviously gave a very heartwarming speech at the end about a mate that he lost due to him obviously committing suicide and just not speaking up. So definitely mental health awareness for any males or anyone out there. Make sure you speak to someone. Shout out Paddy. And middleweight fight, Jack Hermanson defeated Chris Curtis, third round decision. And then in the heavyweight main event, Curtis Blades won by a TKO over Tom Aspinall. Freak accident. I think he dislocated his knee or something like that. And yeah, it went through a kick, dislocated his knee in like the first 15, 30 seconds of the fight. And that's it. He was done. They shared a beer after. And interesting interview, Curtis Blades, after the fight. He's just like, sort of they're asking him, are you going to rematch Tom? And he goes, why would I rematch him when, I've probably got the winner of Tuivasa versus Garn to potentially, then fight for a championship shot. So he wasn't happy with the question. Fair enough to him. It's not like it did much, but good night's work. 15 seconds, still gets his money. There's not much to see, but this weekend, big card. Let me just run through it, Doma. It is juicy. The main card. You obviously had the one card getting cancelled, one fight there getting cancelled. That was Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold was supposed to be on this card. Has been cancelled. But you got light heavyweight, Magnum Akinilev against Anthony Smith. This will be a good fight. Look forward to that one. This is a cracking card, ladies and gents. So don't make sure to tune in. Much better time for us here this week, 12 p.m. start here, main card here on Sunday in Australia. Flyweight, you have Alexandre Penoyo against Alex Pereira. And then the heavyweight, my boy Hot Balls, Derek Lewis is back in action against Sergey Pavlich, who's only had one loss in his MMA career. So, this is another tough fight for Derek Lewis after getting absolutely KO'd by Tai Tuivasa in his last fight. Brandon Moreno against Kai Kara Francis. Whoever wins this will have a shot at the title, which is Figueroa has the title in the flyweight division. And then the rematch. They've been going head to head in tough series, or the show that's on Fox. Juliana Pena against Amanda Nunes, number 2. Can Pena retain the title, or does Nunes come back with a vengeance? The Lioness. I don't know. I'm not going to give a prediction because I said that she would literally get eaten alive last fight, and she proved me wrong. And I've watched a lot of I've pretty much watched every Nunes fight, and no one can stand up with her and box with her. But Pena was standing in the pocket and not just boxing with her, landing back on her and pushing her back and dazing Nunes. So I'm not going to sit here and say that she's not going to be able to do that again, because why can't she's done it in the first fight, and I don't think Nunes expected her to be able to take those punches but still keep moving forward. So she's got a chin on her. So this is an exciting fight. I'm not even going to give a prediction. I want to see Pena hold the title, and then maybe Nunes has something to think about. But they are saying that she's the best. Can she prove it? I'm gonna go with I think Pena is the underdog still, even though she's the champ. So I'm gonna go with her.
Brandon
Moreno,
go Nunes.
Kai
I want the bounce back.
You want the bounce back because then there'll be a third.
Yeah, that's why
there'll be a rematch. Brandon Moreno against Kai Kara Francis. This should be a great fight. Very exciting fight. New Zealander, Kara Francis, has been on an amazing run. Brandon Moreno, obviously former champion, and he lost the title. I think this goes the distance. I don't think anyone gets knocked out. I think both these guys are strong, but I could potentially. I just think Kai Kara Francis is on the way up, and his striking in his last bout was unbelievable. So if he has that sort of ability to land those flourish of punches on Moreno, he might do enough on points. So I'm going to go Kai for 5th round decision. And then heavyweight fight, obviously I'm going with Derek Lewis. I don't pick against my boy. But yeah, Derek Lewis to knock him out. Knockout, finish. Loves the 3-round fights. So I think it could be a finish there. That's it, Doma. Great card this weekend. Make sure you tune in, ladies and gentlemen. UFC 277.
All right, so it's going to be straight back to you because it is Le Mans of the week, and you're going to set the scene for us, mate. Because
set the scene. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. After the first quarter, I thought, "Holy shit, this is going to be bad." When I sat down to watch, obviously the Essendon versus Collingwood game, and it was bad. 37 points down at quarter time. I said, what have we come out to dish up today against one of our rivals? But credit to them, back in the game, got up late, kick it into a 2-on-1. Harrison Jones lays an absolutely massive tackle. Ball spills out. It gets 50 meters. Clear whistle. You can hear it. Umpire's right there. Ball gets booted away. Should have been a clear 50-meter penalty. Should have been slotting that goal from 10 meters out. But that's not what I'm going to give the lemon for, Doma. No, not that. Because, look, that's a mistake. Should have still kicked the goal, in my opinion. He did hit the post. Unfortunate. How you let them go end to end, and just not just end to end, the manner of end to end. Kick out. Moore marks the ball. The guy doesn't leave his player, Ham, doesn't leave his player to pressure Moore, so it allows him to run part nearly 250 to then kick it over the top. Bianco's allowed out at the back by his player, so terrible, player awareness again, twice by Essendon. Then he kicks it long. He's only got one target, and it's a 2-on-1, and you allow him to mark the ball. 3 mistakes in the space of 25 seconds. And just like that, goes back and slots it. To lose like that, the game means nothing, Dom. It's actually better for us to lose because we get better draft picks, so it's not all that bad. But to lose like that to Collingwood, and Pies fans, I just want to put you on notice as well in this. Don't think you are actually doing anything in September because you've beat us by 4 points, right? And you've been winning games by the
I'll tip him, and they'll keep winning.
Teeth.
I'll tip him.
You've been winning games with the skinny teeth, so you're not going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing, all right? Relax, all right? But to allow that to happen, the breakdown there in the last minute of the game, Essendon Football Club and Essendon players that were on the field at that point, you guys are lemons! And this is why we're bottom 4 of the league. That's why we're down there.
No comment. I got no comment.
Let's not be honest. Let my men
great.
Be honest. So.
He jagged an absolute ripper, Jamie Elliott, at the end.
No, great finish. Credit to him. Ice in his blood.
I like it. Good on him. That's it. Let's move on, Sauce, to some hobby talk brought to you by Platinum Standard Grading. Thank you to the team at Platinum Standard Grading who are currently over at the National. They're heading down over there, Chris and BJ, so wish them all the best as well. They're on their American tour. They've been all over the place. Bit jealous. Footy games.
They went to
as
Raw.
in like football, soccer, football, basketball, Raw. Went to some WWE. So I hope they're having a fantastic time. All right, Sauce. We'll start with the national. It's here. It's just a plug for the national, to be honest, because you're going to see that much content. I genuinely love this weekend because I love seeing how much content comes out of it. I love seeing what people are buying, what's on people's radar. Is it going to be waste time? Is it going to be a certain player set? Who knows? All we know is Little P's gone over there with $5 million to spend on wax
In a private jet.
In a private jet. Dreams do come true, ladies and gentlemen. And I told you he's the best broker in the business, and I'll stick by it. So they're over there. He's over there. Sorry. Just get ready. There'll be some big cards being pulled and sold and content galore. So just enjoy it.
Be fun.
To the Aussies over there, Jay, Lane, Chris, BJ, Cherry, of course Tyson. Have fun. Stay out of trouble.
There's probably more there. I'm sure there is more.
There's probably more there.
The ones
Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything we wouldn't do here at Double Coverage.
Not much.
So, and have fun. So that's our little national plug. On the topic of Tyson, he is over there. He's got some big things coming. He's getting he's couriered over his own card Sauce to get signed in person by some NBA players. So looking forward to it. And he got it done in LA today. So I don't know if that's any hint, Sauce. Have you seen his story? He was in LA. He stopped over in LAX and he said the goods are here. Time to get him signed. So is it Lakers players? Anthony Davis, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? LeBron? I doubt it's LeBron. It'd be good if it was. But, in LA, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. You never know, Sauce. You never know. So stay tuned for that one. Follow his socials. Moving over to Project 22, Sauce. The first round of cards have expired. So the Ronaldo we showed last week, Tyson's Messi, done and dusted. We have a new set of cards. We've got Big Dusan, Vlahovic, Anthony, Harry Kane, Yusufa Mukoku, and Neymar. So there you go.
I think the Hurricane and the Hurricane and the Anthony are really nice. Even the Mukoku. I'm not sure how much I like the Vlahovic sort of card.
I don't think I'll be buying any in this round.
The Neymar one is, I don't know what the designer was thinking.
That's his take on it, Neil Stevens. And good on him if that's what he wants. Adam says Westbrook Tyson potential. Get him.
Oh wow!
What big cards can you get from 2021 boxes from Panini Rubbish QC? Well, I'll tell you what. You can get Wiseman patches on cards that aren't even his. So who knows? You might even actually get
Hurricane's nice.
It is nice. The Hurricane is really nice. It's awesome.
So, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's cool now that they're doing this sort of thing with soccer, world game, football, whatever you call it in your retrospective language.
That's it. Let's get this one up, Sauce. Matty said he's got 5 Messi and 5 Ronaldo coming. Nice. Good man. It's awesome. There you go.
Can't go wrong.
Redemption. Panini to issue replacements for redemptions unfulfilled from 2018 and older. Announced on Monday that it would begin sending replacement cards to customers who are holding auto redemption cards for low to mid-level
Emily's
value
been
players.
doing that for a while now, hasn't she?
Yeah. Collectors with outstanding tickets from 2018 and older received emails from the card company informing them of the news. Starting on September 30, Panini says it would be sending cards of equal or greater value than the autograph redemption card that the company was unable to honor. Panini will decide what players' cards fall into low to mid-level value category. The company's latest commitment to honor old outstanding redemption cards doesn't apply to high-value redemptions per Panini. There you go. So that's just little bit of an update. Like you said, Source, it's already happening. They probably just have no idea that it's happening. The QC's bad. Just imagine their communication within their company. So they're hitting all stations, Panini. Good luck to them. So no comment. Impeccable Soccer Source releasing.
Yeah, no comment because they're still incompetent, mate.
Releasing Friday, Impeccable Soccer. Full roster, limited inserts, on-card autos, metal cards, and much more. All 20 Premier League clubs are included in the release. Collect them all, starting with the 150 card base set featuring hobby exclusive parallels. So it is 8 cards per pack, 1 pack per box. Look for 4 autos, 1 additional auto or mem card, 1 insert, 1 parallel, and 1 base card per box on average. Impeccable has 7 on-card autograph sets that are exclusive to hobby boxes, and collect the Premier League stars of the past and present. Be on the lookout for gold bar case hits featuring 1 ounce of precious metal embossed with Premier League logo alongside one of the best players in the league. And I'm going to put this out there. Source.
Speak.
Disclaimer. Because they fell out. The precious metal fell out of the NBA cards again this year in the Impeccable 2022.
Oh, yeah, so it's going to fall out.
Yeah. So, please, all right, this is a QC problem you've had now in this product 3 years straight. Do you reckon you can fix this for the Premier League? Just put it out there. The answer is no, but...
Their answer is, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you film yourself open the box so you can make sure that if there is damage, you can report that shit to them and they can send you a replacement. Because if you don't, they'll stooge you. And Doma says, can they fix it? They won't fix it.
No, it's a rhetorical question. We know the answer to it.
Absolutely rubbish. But Impeccable, I like it.
I'll show some cards in a second.
Unfortunately, in soccer, it's going to all be stickers again. I just want them to more effort, mate. Panini.
No. 7 on-card autograph set, Source.
Oh, all right. On card.
Does that mean this guy gets an on-card?
No. Does he really?
On-card auto sets. He's a Havertz, Pope.
But is
there
this
you go.
There you go, Alan Shearer. Nice. What else we got?
Oh, Hazard's a sticker. Doesn't say how many are. It's a 7 on card. Doesn't tell you how many are stickers.
Oh, wow.
Billy Gilmore.
There'd be a shitload of stickers. Rude on card.
Ruben Nistelrooy. Oh, I like that. Isaac Hayden. He's Oliver Skip. Bernardo Silva on card. Triple sticker auto. Timo Time. Captain America. And Mason Mount. St. Maximum. There's the metal card. St. Maximum. Not on card. Sticker. Ward Prowse. Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, I don't mind if it is Impeccable.
I might see. I'll type it in on.
Do you reckon the set list has
Cardboard
been released?
Connection? Yeah, I reckon it has. It comes out Friday. I reckon it's on there. National Treasures, Champions League, Prism, Impeccable Football. Bear with us. You can chat about this if you want, because Tyson said it's the opposite to Westbrook that he went to go see. What would the opposite to Westbrook be? A scoring point guard. It'd be Ja Morant would be opposite to Westbrook. That's my prediction. No comment. That is genuinely the opposite to Westbrook is Ja Morant. Any care to share anything, Tyson?
Yeah, good guess. I was going to say another name, but I don't know. I don't know.
We might as well have guesses. Mate,
no, because it can't be because Tyson roasted him on Twitter. I've seen him. So I don't reckon it would be him.
Oh.
I don't reckon it would be him.
Tyson, drama. He's created drama in the hobby, is he? Might have to. Well, he is an honorary double coverage member. But
I can give you the name if you want me to.
Who is it? Yeah, you can have a guess. Listen, every time Tyson's on our podcast, we guess live on the show. Then we end our show, and we have a chat to Tyson for like 2 hours after the show is finished. This is like the behind the scenes stuff that doesn't get published, and we keep guessing stuff, and Tyson just gives us absolutely nothing, and we literally spend an hour trying to guess. We're like little kids trying to guess who he's going to do. Yeah. And he just sits there and goes, nah, maybe, nah, can't tell you. And we're just like, oh, give us a hint. He's like, nah. So, Saucy, you might as well have a crack. I'm going Ja Morant.
But I think you're on the money because, I mean, who knows? You know, everyone's working out in LA. I was going to say CP3, but I'm backing off that. It's not that. It's not CP. It's not.
No, you don't know. We'll soon find out, won't we? Imagine Ja Morant. Oh my gosh. No, there isn't anything on here, Source. See if you can find something, maybe. Potentially.
I've started on Cardboard Connection. I usually just Google it. If it doesn't come up with Cardboard Connection, then I've got no clue.
Valentino Rossi says global. 21. There's nothing. Plenty. Just Google it, see if it comes up. If not, the other thing I'm going to bring up is Eminence Football.
Yep, bring it up.
9 autos and 1 bonus card per box. It's 10 cards per pack, 1 pack in total, loaded with prestigious autos from the games past and present that include the likes of Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Emmitt Smith, and many more. Precious metals are prominent and beaming with luxury throughout 2021 Eminence Football. Find 1 ounce silver, gold, and platinum bars. Once again, they're bringing bars to the cards. QC, film the product. Tyson said, not Ja. Panini made him exclusive. I nearly got him. Fuck. It's close. Trying to think who else is a hyper athletic guard.
So was that impeccable soccer 21-22?
Can't release a CP3 card May to June. I'll check it in a second, Source. I think it's 21-22.
Yeah, because there's a checklist out for it.
Let me have a look. 21-22 soccer.
Yeah, there's a checklist out for it.
All right, I'll get through this and then we'll run through it. Featuring all the frills, it wouldn't be high-end without diamonds. Find on-card autos featuring glorious stones and one-of-one NFL Shield jersey cards featuring 4 diamonds. Celebrate football's ultimate achievements with on-card autos that showcase individuals' MVP awards, All-Pro honors, Super Bowl victories, and Pro Bowl appearances. Let's have a look.
You'd hope they're on card auto the price you bloody pay.
Yeah, Russell Wilson on card, Mac Attack.
Look, Eminence, it's a beautiful product. I'm not going to lie. It's nice. Pretty nice.
Dan Marino.
It's pretty nice.
Kyler Murray, Shield, Trevor Lawrence, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Emmitt Smith with Troy Aikman. I still think Troy Aikman is one of the most non-loved people in this whole entire hobby. Like, it's actually a joke. So there you go. That's that. Saucy, if you have the checklist for the soccer, we can bring it up and have a quick chat. Maddie says he just needs to get an artist-proof auto of Tyson Beck. And Global wants to know if Tyson's done Big Ben Simmons yet. So let's have a look.
He's upper deck, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So I'm not sure how that works in terms of the licensing. But here it is, 21-22, impeccable soccer, Premier League soccer. Here is a few of what you can get. It's 150 card base set. You're going to have all your numbered in there. All-time legends set checklist, canvas creations set checklist, So I think these are all-time legends. I think they are auto. Yeah, auto. So notable names: Thierry Henry in there, number 249. I wonder if these are going to be on card. If that's on card, I'll be frothing at the mouth. Wayne Rooney in there. I'm only reading out names that are worth actually mentioning. You got Beckham, David Beckham, Michael Owen. For Newcastle, not for Liverpool. It's a Newcastle jersey. John Terry. And then for the I'm guessing they put these in there for the Americans, Clint Dempsey and Landon Donovan when he was playing.
They're
For
good
Everton
players, though. They're actually good players.
And Tottenham. And there's Gilberto Silva for Arsenal as well. You got the Canvas Creation set checklist. So you've got Christian Pulisic, who's probably notable for the people in the States. Then you've got Luka Modric, Thierry Henry, Timo, Van Persie, Robin Van Persie for Arsenal, Cristiano Ronaldo, Eden Hazard. You also got. I'm just trying to think. The Cesc Fabregas, Thibaut Courtois. Yeah, Rafinha, if you're still collecting him, even though he's left Leeds. Yeah, Thiago Silva for Chelsea. Then you got the Elegance jersey autograph set checklist. Cristiano Ronaldo, that's number 241. You got De Bruyne, Van Persie. Who else you got that's notable in here? Edison Cavani. Kasper Schmeichel, Thiago Silva. If you collect them, Gabriel Jesus, but he's Man City. Yeah, it goes on and on. It's not bad. There's Drogba in here. Here's a Lustrous Ink checklist. You got Drogba, Donny van den Beek, Heung-min Son. They love chucking Carlos Vela because they've obviously got him signed through LAFC. Yeah, they put him in there. They put him in there like he was an Arsenal great or something.
Stop.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. They put him in there. They put him in every product. It's like he's just a filler in there. He's probably signed that many stickers for him. Michael Owen again. João Cancelo for Manchester City. You got Wayne Rooney again. Wilfred Zaha. Robert Pires. That's a nice one. Harry Kane, obviously. Nice one. Alex St. Maximin. Paul Scholes. Patrick Vieira. Owen Hargraves. Jack Grealish. Nemanja Vidic. Yeah, so Vidic autos in here. Number 299.
Could be on here.
Immortal set checklist. There's a few more here. There's Ruud van Nistelrooy, good name. Andrei Shevchenko, more Thierry Henry. I'm loving this, how much Thierry Henry is this. So if these are on card, Dom, I'm going to froth because I'll be definitely in. There's quite a few. He's in quite a few of the checklists. I don't think they're going to be, but I hope. Robert Van Persie, Frank Lampard, Alan Shearer, Dennis Bergkamp. There's a bit in here. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually frothing at the mouth over some of these names. I'll be keeping a keen eye. And the fact that Doma did read in the preview before that there was on cards in here, I wonder which it is. And I hope there are some Arsenal players so I can pick them up because a lot of the I think Thierry Henry, his only on card orders that I've seen was like him. It's in I think there's ones in a French jersey and in a Barcelona jersey, but I haven't seen any Arsenal jersey ones. So I'm hoping that that's the case and I can pick one up. But yeah, I'm pumped. I'm actually pumped for that product. I love Impeccable. I think Impeccable and Noir are two of my favorite products that they create, and not on the most expensive end. So excited for that. You never know. I might even see. Maybe the Tmall exclusive, Asia exclusive variant that they usually bring out. That usually a bit of a cheaper price point. Might snag a box. We'll see. We will see.
We've got a question. If anyone's got questions, feel free to throw them our way. Tyson said, best player to keep an eye on before the World Cup starts. Saucy's boy's the guy to watch. And his countryman is playing against him in the big derby over in Spain. I'm telling you, Rafinha is so cheap to buy. He plays for Brazil. They're favourites to win the World Cup at the moment. Vinicius
Yeah, they are
Jr.
favourites. Yeah.
Vinicius Jr. is the guy to watch, man. I'd even be looking at Spain potentially. I know they got young kids. Who else is there?
But you
Brazil's
always
also
just
got
see,
Anthony. Brazil's also got Anthony. The team's very good.
yeah, team's good.
Got a
It's funny,
very, very good
all
team.
these guys, like we've spoken about them before,
Alfredo.
giving them out here on the pod that they're good upcoming players, man. I mean, Vinicius Junior. He's not new to anyone who listens to this show. I've
Vinny's a
hyped
guy. He's a
on
guy.
about him for so long.
Maybe watch another guy to watch. Maybe he's Jules Koundé. Just signed with He's going to sign with Barca or sign with Barca. He probably gets some minutes playing for France in the World Cup. He's definitely going to play for Barcelona. So if he is in good form, he might get a gig for France. So another young guy to watch. A lot of eyes will be on him. The guy that Vincent gave, the Belgian prodigy Charles de Ketelaere.
Yeah.
He's primed to go to AC Milan. I'm pretty sure he's Belgian.
Yeah, he's Belgian. Now, if he goes to AC Milan, then obviously minutes in Serie A might bode well for him to potentially, he'll probably be in the Belgian squad anyway. So
yeah, so keep an eye on him. I'm just trying to run through Germany. Honestly, I haven't given my predictions yet, but Germany's the team that I'm going to go with to win the World Cup. I'm giving it now. I'll give it right now. I just love Germany. Like, I reckon their team's very good. Very, very good. Maybe even watch a guy like Darwin Núñez. He is Uruguayan, I'm pretty sure. Darwin Núñez, who's just gone to Liverpool. So just keep an eye on him to see how he goes. Don't watch any Italian players because they're not playing. So forget about them.
he's gonna get he will get his when the next releases come out, he'll get a rookie card in a Liverpool kit.
Yeah.
And no one will regard the other rookie card. That's his rookie card.
Another guy to watch is my boy. I know people don't like defenders, but you got to watch Malakia, mate. You got to watch him. Fuck, he's going to be good. The other guy to watch also is Diogo Dalot. I reckon he's going to be very good for United this year. Dalot. And of course, another guy that Saucy loves as well. We mentioned him last week on the pod, Jadon Sancho, potential to have a big season.
Yeah,
So
big bounce back season. I think there's definitely talent there. It's just got to be tapped into with the right system, be given the confidence to do those things he was doing at Dortmund.
Havertz says Global. I like Havertz. He's a weird unit, which I've said about 1,000 times. He's just such an odd cat, but can play. He's very good. So that German team's obviously bolstered because Rudiger's at the back there and he's a gun.
Yeah, they're looking good. All right, Doma.
Let's finish it off.
Insert
Insert of the week.
Roll it up.
I know you got to roll it up. Insert of the week. It's inserts of the week, and it is 95.96 Skybox Premium Sauce. And I've gone with a couple sets. I'm going to start from the back and move my way in. So the first one is the High Hopes. I've just brought it up here like this. I'll just zoom in. If it wants to zoom in, I'll just go like this. Don't worry about Michael Finley. It's for Rasheed Wallace.
Yep.
You want to collect some Rasheed Wallace. And this man right here, Kevin Garnett.
KG.
Rookie year, 96.
Rookie year, there you go. 95,
so
96.
Have a look at that one. Then we have from the same set, the Meltdowns, which you would have seen these before. Here you go. Shaquille O'Neal. It's a nice looking card. It's a hollow foil card. There's the Jordan, obviously one of the more expensive ones. That's a SGC 8.5 for $350 US. You can get Ground Hill. Don't worry about
those.
Dan Majul.
Nice.
More Jordan, more Shaq. Antonio McDyess is in there. I don't know if anyone wants to collect him. David Robinson, the Admiral. Hakeem the Dream
Oh,
is
yeah.
in there as well. Some nice cards there.
95, 96 Skybox Premium Meltdown, ladies and gentlemen. Check
There
it
you
out.
go.
Some cool cards. Jerry Stackhouse. He was good back in his day.
Jerry Stackhouse is there. There's some more Jordans. There's Jordans everywhere.
He dunked the ball. Had a mean slam on him.
There you go. All right. So that's that one. And then the last one, I think this was a bit of a chase in this set source, but it is the larger than life, and it is a gold foiled card. You can get guys like Grant Hill. There's a Jordan. You know how people absolutely love gold cards in Prism.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Fair point.
So that's why I'm doing this one as a bit. This is probably the most expensive one, like for the top end. Here you go, Charles Barkley source.
Was that John Stockton up there, was it?
Yeah, it's Stockton, Barkley, Jordan, who was the other one at the top, Grant
cool
Hill.
Set. Hill, yeah.
Shaq.
Good names.
There you go, $10.
Great names. Only $10 for the Shaq. Nice.
Patrick Ewing, Jason Kidd.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, there you go. There's a few cards there.
Might have to put this one together. I like the cards.
There's a Hakeem Olajuwon again.
They're pretty cheap. Obviously, always the Jordan's always expensive, but
yeah,
every single every other one you
cheap.
could get them
$9.
for. Yeah, you could get them
$10.
for. You could do the whole set for under $50.
$12. Yeah, easy. $4. There's Dave Robinson, $9. There you go. Barkley. This Shaq is just way overpriced. It's $150. You can go up there and buy one for $9. So, yeah. So that is inserts of the week source from 95, 96, Skybox Premium.
I like it. I like that one, Domo. I'm gonna have to get the name of that. I might even have to start picking them off because, as I told you, I'm only down to the Jordan on the other set, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. It's still fucking expensive. I don't know if it's going to go down more, but there's plenty around, so it's not a rare card.
Global said he was bidding on that Jordan. Very nice. Well, that's it for us for another week. Join us next week. We'll be celebrating 2 years doing this. Looking forward to that one. Something crazy will happen in the next week, and it will make that show pretty large, I would have thought.
Also, Doma, don't forget to mention that no show this weekend.
Yes.
Which we were supposed to attend, but unfortunately the organizer has struck down with COVID. Also, 3 or 4 vendors who were supposed to attend have COVID as well. So, not feeling well, not feeling the best. And, he had to shut it down due to he wouldn't be able to get a refund if he cancelled it any later than when he did cancel it. So I think it got cancelled yesterday. I'm not sure if he left an official note, but this is us telling you that it's not happening. He should release something. I'm assuming on his page, Melbourne Card Fair page on Facebook. So just to people that it's not happening, but obviously Hobby Hangout is just around the corner. So make sure you G up for that. And get your tickets.
We're pumped.
We'll be there. We've got some tables. We'll also be doing a bit of other stuff where a bit of a roaming mic. We want people to bring their collections, or parts of it and show it. And we want to interview you guys, the collectors out there, and ask you a few questions that we'll have there at the show and interact with you. So that's the plan. So make sure you get your tickets and come down there and say hello. And obviously, we'll have a bit of merch there. So feel like if you want to promote our brand, because we're not making 1 cent off it, hit up the merch stand. Or buy some cards off me. That would be nice. Maybe I can buy some cards off you if you've got what I'm looking for. So
exactly,
make some deals.
Enjoy the week, ladies and gents. Enjoy the National, everything that comes out of it. On behalf of myself and the great man Source, keep living, loving, and breathing sport. It's double coverage. And until next week, peace.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports, double curve.